Hi there, so today's workout is row like swimming, where I'm taking one of the principles of how they train in the swimming pool and I'm applying it to the rowing machine. Now I'm going to tell you what it is after we've done our warm-up, but it's going to be an intense one today, okay? So get ready to work hard, right? So our warm-up then, we're going to do 4 minutes as we always do, and we start off by setting up our machine. On the concept 2, head straight to the front and set your drag factor to where you want it to be. If you don't know about drag factor, please check out the video I have here on the channel. If you are not on a concept 2, then please just set the resistance or whatever you have so that you're able to get a good feeling from the stroke, but it's not so heavy that you feel you're pulling a cow across some sandpaper or something. Next up, go to your monitor and set it at eye height if you can, so you don't have to look up and you don't have to look down, both of which will affect your posture. And finally, set your foot stretcher's height so that you can get into the front of the machine with your shins pointing vertically comfortably, okay? So a good kind of ballpark is that the straps should cover the balls of your feet. Start there and then maybe adjust from that point, all right? So our 4-minute warm-up, we're going to start off with some light rowing, and then a minute in, we'll then build in the intensity, and then we'll do 2 minutes worth of single leg drills, and then back only, arms only, and legs only, all right? Here we go then, in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. So light rowing, just get your body moving first. It could be that you've had a long day sitting at a desk. It could be that you've only just woken up. It could just be a day. But whatever, you just need to make sure that you warm up, okay? So you gradually increase the blood flow to your muscles. Breathing rate goes up a little bit. Heart rate goes up a little bit. And you get a chance to work on the connection of your leg push into the machine at the same time that your hands pick up the handle and make whatever makes your machine go. Okay, so start to increase the pressure from your feet so we get a minute working a little bit harder, because we need to do a little bit of a benchmark test before today's row. You need to find out how far you can row at 24 strokes a minute for 30 seconds. So that's all about power. And I want you to see really how far you can make it. It's important that you try hard in the benchmark test that we'll do after this warm-up. Because if you cheat yourself out, you're not going to get quite the intensity of the workout that today is designed to be. Okay, so in 3 strokes, we'll put 1 foot on the ground. 1 more stroke. There you go. 1 foot on the ground. Continue rowing with just that one leg strapped in to the machine. Nothing should really change here technique wise. Get a little improved flexibility into the front of the machine because you only have one leg strapped in. So make sure not to over compress at the front and do anything alien. Swap legs. Continue with the other leg. If you've been keeping an eye on your pace, you might find it interesting to see if there's a power drop-off between legs. 1 or 2 seconds is fine. Don't stress that, but if it's like 10 seconds, that's when you start to think, hang on, I've got a bit of an imbalance going on. 1 more stroke, and then let's put both legs back into the straps and row with your back and arms. So you swing over your hips, and then you pull in your arms, then out with your arms, and then you swing forwards, back over your hips again. And it's super important that you get the feeling for picking up the flywheel with your back first, so you know what that sensation feels like. Right, let's roll to the front of the machine, arms straight, forward tilt, and just press out with your legs. And what I really want you to concentrate on is holding that forward lean and straight arms as you push out from the front. Loads of people get in touch and say, I have a problem with my back swinging too early. This is the drill to do if you have that problem, because you'll learn how to drive out in a forward lean with straight arms. There you go. So that's the warm up all done. Now what I want you to do is load 30 seconds into your monitor. In fact, I'll make one right now and I'll save it in the RowAlong track on ErgZone, so that if you want to quickly load it up, you can. How quickly can I type? Close. Right, okay, save. Save. There you go. So you'll be able to find, I'll put it in the bookmarks. I've got a label that's bookmarked these. I will put it in there so you'll be able to find the 30 seconds. Send workout to PM5. Sending workout. Okay, so what we're going to do is 24 strokes per minute, which is 1 stroke every 2.5 seconds. And I want you to put as much power from your legs and a strong pull as you can, okay? Remember, the pull is at the back of the stroke, not the front of the stroke. You ready for this? I hope you programmed your monitor. If not, pause the video and then get ready. Okay, so hopefully you are back in time with me. Not back in time, but you're back with me if you pause the video. Here we go then. So 24 strokes a minute, as hard as you can, in 3, 2, 1, go. So really keep to 24, okay? But I want you to come into the front and push out with your legs. Push. Push. Get that pace into the machine. Because it's important you know how far you can row in 30 seconds at 24. So, take a look at the distance that you just managed on whatever machine that you're using, whether it's Concept 2 or a Watt Aurora or whatever, and remember it. So, I just managed 135 meters over those 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm jumping in here. I've just done the row, but I realized I'd missed something out when describing what we're about to do, so I'm going to do it again, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take the baseline that you just rode, and we're going to do it within a 45-second interval. So if you manage your row that distance within 30 seconds, you then get 15 seconds rest. Or if it eventually takes you 35 seconds, you'll only get 10 seconds rest. So it's in your kind of best interest to go as hard as you can so you can get as long a rest as you can. Now we're going to do this 16 times. We're then going to take 3-minute rest, which will be 4 45-second intervals. And then we're going to do it 16 times again, right? On the ErgZone app, this is set to a 27-minute row with 45-second splits. If you're going to program it manually into your monitor, set it to 27 minutes and put the split time to 45 seconds. And then importantly, what you need to do is on your monitor, set it to display your split meters. So if you press the units button and cycle through them, down at the bottom half, it will eventually show you split meters. And that's the distance that you cover through each of these splits. So what happens is you start at 0, you row, you get to the distance, you stop, and then you rest for the rest of that interval. And then as the next interval starts, that split meters thing will reset to 0 again. And then you row through that distance again, and then blah, 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 okay? But if you don't have that split meters in front of you, you're gonna have to do maths. Like in my case, I'll be adding 135, then 270, then 405, then 540, then 670. And by the time I get towards the end of the first 16 set, my brain's all like, oh, I can't breathe. I'm never gonna be able to do the maths. So set your monitor to split and make sure that you have those 45-second splits in there, regardless of whether you're using the ErgZone app or the monitor. Good luck with the row. So, I'm about to get into this, so make sure that you are comfortable, happy, you've had a drink. And so remember, you are going to row the distance that you just managed in your benchmark. And then you stop, and then you wait for the end of that 45 seconds, and then you go again, okay? So we may be slightly out of time, but hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be roundabout in time with each other. But let's see how this goes, okay? This will be a bit of fun. You ready then? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember, you're still doing this at 24 strokes per minute. It's exactly the same as your benchmark. So you're trying to squeeze out all of that power into the machine. And keep an eye on your distance, because you should be about 10 seconds away from completing. All right, so I'm stopping there. That gives me 15 seconds rest before we start the next one. Do you get what's going on here? I'll give you a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now it's important that you have your monitor showing your split meters, not just your total meters. Because otherwise you're going to have to start doing quite a lot of on the rower maths. I'm stopping there. That took me a bit longer. So press the display button until it shows what you want it to show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. In fact, hopefully you'll already know that. VoiceOver Man will have popped up and reminded you of that before the session started. Think I got 2 more strokes. 1 more. Yep. I'm sticking to around about 30 seconds right now. Whew. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, that power is all coming from your leg push at the front. Nice forward lean. Arms straight. Yep. Remember, you don't have to stop when I do. Stop whenever you hit your benchmark distance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. What one's this? Is this interval 5? Gonna have to work out when 16 splits are done. Come on, stay strong. Ooh, just. I'm starting to get about 30 and a half or 31, but I'm just rolling past it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is a great one for teaching you to keep working through fatigue, to keep that effort flooding into the machine. We done one more? Nope, just past it. Make sure and take a breath when you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And keep that stroke rate to 24. This is like doing breaststroke training. We're going to do this again in future weeks at different stroke rates. I'm going to have to take one more. I'm starting to just lose pace a bit now. Interval 8. Coming up next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Keep pushing hard. Stay honest with yourself about how far you're rowing in each interval. If it takes you longer, it takes you longer. Oh. All you'll do is rob a few seconds from your recovery, but you'll be fine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Keep that posture good at both ends of the machine. Nice and powerful at the front, and then avoid slumping at the back. Very important posture. I'll have a rant about it one day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Remember that power is meant to flood into the machine from your legs first, because you keep that forward tilt over your hips and straight arms as you push into the machine. Had to take an additional stroke. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Number 11. Keep it strong. We'll get rest in just a few minutes. 2 more strokes for me. 1 more. It's a great way to make you work hard, because your reward is a longer rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Get those arms away after you pull into a finish. Let those arms be the momentum to start your recovery. Last one. Oh no, no, 2 more. I miscounted. I'm still borderline 30 seconds for these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Number 13. I can really feel my glutes screaming at me today, because it's basically 12 full power deadlifts from the front that I'm doing. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I can feel I'm lurching my back, especially at the start of these strokes. As fatigue sets in and I start doing daft things to get more pace. 135 again. Almost there. 2 more to go before a rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. I'm hoping you're staying nice and strong. Remember, push with the legs. Feel yourself hang off the handle as you push that energy into the machine. Last one coming up before we get 3-minute rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Push it out. You're about to get a rest. And hopefully 3 minutes will be enough. There you go. So, if you're keeping count.
Voiceover man here. Unfortunately, that oaf on the rowing machine got his maths wrong and claims you would be starting with 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go, when in fact the truth is you will start the next interval with only 12 minutes to go. Please feel free to laugh at him, because he can't do maths when he's rowing.
Whew. Right. Well, this is fun. I'm wriggling a little bit because my backside's a bit tender. So if you're the same, alter your position. I mean, sometimes just sitting forwards, so you put the pressure a lot further forwards in your legs, can help your glutes, or just lift one cheek off the seat at a time, just rock. Because usually what it is it's a combination of using those muscles with that full-on power as you're pushing through each of these intervals. At the same time, your sit bones are squashing your glutes. So you're asking your glutes to work really hard while they're being squashed, which is never a good thing. And if you add to that poor posture, so if you have a posture that has you sitting back all the time, then as you come forwards and then go back and then forwards, that's like a rolling pin over your muscles. It's just grinding them into submission. Have a drink, by the way. We've got just under a minute and a quarter to go, I think. We're just over. Oh, I really hope I've done my maths right. Quite hard to multiply time. I'm sitting there going 45 seconds times 16 times 2 plus 3 minutes. What does that work out as? We'll find out in a minute. Well, we've got 1 minute until we start our main session, and then we'll get 12 minutes, 15 seconds. Oh, yeah, so where are we? So 16, 15. Am I right? Or have I messed up my... Right, so we should have 45 seconds to go after, or maybe I'm wrong with my timing then. Oh, I know why. It's because I stopped. That's why. So yeah, 12 minutes. I knew I'd get it wrong. Hopefully I put up a text thing saying that I was wrong. It's because I forgot about the 15 seconds we had to wait until the start of the next interval. Doi! So we have 30 seconds to go until we get into the next interval, okay? Into the next set of 16. I'm a big doofus. Hopefully, yeah, I'll put up a title card saying I've got it wrong, so you'll know. And you'll be like, oh, I wonder when the penny's going to drop on him. That was when it dropped. Okay, get ready to go in 10 seconds time. So the same thing all over again. Row your distance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 24 strokes per minute. Push out from the front. Forward tilt, arms straight. Only swing over your hips when you get into your legs halfway through the drive. One more. Like I say, when I stop, you don't have to stop. You keep rowing until you've got your distance down. I know it doesn't help when I say one more, but I'm so used to saying that. 3, 2, 1, go. Number 2. And if you're looking for extra length from the front, remember, hook your fingers over the handle rather than a death grip, and extend from your shoulders. Not a lean, just extend from your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. If you can get that extension from your shoulders with a good posture, tilting over your hips, you'll get the length you're looking for from the front of the machine. One more? Oh no. But if you slump forwards, you're sacrificing power and connection. So keep that posture powerful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Really think about pushing the machine away from you with your feet, arms straight, and push the machine away. And that will hopefully stop you from pulling too early. Remember, start with a push, finish with a pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm certainly feeling the effects of today's workout. I'm feeling I'm having to dig in from a power perspective. I could ease off and take a few more seconds rest, but I'd rather work hard and get the full 15 seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. Go. Get that timing right to the front. Snap into it. Nice extension through the shoulders, and then push the machine away. Push. 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 Sorry, I'm making quite alarming noises, especially in that last stroke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That first stroke is getting heavier and heavier feeling as fatigue sets in. But I'm not going to give in. This is about maintaining, I made it just, maintaining power. Oh, I can't speak. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It's a good thing about doing this the first time round at 24 is it's all about muscle power and staying strong. So hopefully everybody is enjoying this one. Oh, stop. What was that? Oh, what's interval 28? I've lost count. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I know we had 4 rest intervals. So does that mean this is number 25? I'll have to try and work that out. Oh, I'm making elephant noises now. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to go. We're on the home straight. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Keep those arms straight. I don't want you to start grabbing from the front as you tire, in the hopes that you can recover pace. Keep your technique fluid. Just keep a good technique, please. Don't shortchange yourself. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Posture, straight arms. Get that handle into sternum height. You can hear my handle hitting my heart rate monitor. So my heart rate sensor is right at sternum height, so I know when I'm getting it right because I hear a click as I hit it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I got to say, the Power Labs heart rate transmitter that I use has lasted a lot longer than the Polar and Wahoo and Garmin sensors that I keep breaking because of this. Oh, I needed a cheeky half stroke at the end then. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Got 4 more, including this one. So 3 after this, and then we're done. So stay powerful. Try to hit your distance in 30 seconds and get that full recovery. Now, if you're not similar to my state, you didn't go hard enough in that first one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Your penance should be to do this workout all over again, but hopefully you'll feel guilty enough and push the last few intervals as hard as you can, and then you'll come back to it another day at the right pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the penultimate interval. Stay strong. Push your legs. Push. Get that power into the machine. Earn your food. Now, dealer's choice. I'm going to go the last 45 seconds the whole way. I'm not going to stop. 3, 2, 1. Go. You can stop if you wish, but try to hold the pace you have been holding the whole way if you're going to join me. So that means I want to hold 146 all the way to the end. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I have to say, if I was doing that in a swimming pool, I think round about the 16th interval, I would have drowned. Woo! Right. If you don't have time to cool down or stretch, please do some kind of stretching rather than just going and sitting straight back down again. I recommend hip flexors, quads and hamstrings if nothing else. Possibly forearms and biceps, depending on what kind of sensation you got from them in that row. Otherwise, we're about to kick into a 2-minute cool down. Just load it in from erg zone. So much simpler. A couple of clicks of a button on an app, and I'm not bashing around buttons on the Concept 2 monitor. Here we go then, cool down in 3, 2, 1, go. Much like the warm-up, I just want you to do light rowing enough to think about connecting your feet and your hands so that the machine's moving nicely, your muscles are engaged, and you can feel your body just flushing itself. All the blood's just clearing out your system. Hopefully you're not flushing yourself by leaving a puddle under the rowing machine. That's not what I mean. And then as we get to the second minute, if you want to back off a few seconds, you can, but do it by slowing your stroke rate. So I've been up at 20, and I'm just going to slow down to 18. So I still feel a good connection for my legs and arms, but I'm just working a little bit easier to let my body just slide into neutral. Because cooling down is just as important as warming up for your muscles. Stop them from seizing or having too much soreness the next day. Sometimes, if it's a session like that and it's the first time you've done power work for a while, you'll still feel something the next day. That's stroke for me. So you can either continue cooling down Or you can find yourself a nice space and you can join mini me in doing some stretching. Okay, so Grumpy John will take you through, he's not grumpy, he's just concentrating. We'll take you through various stretches from hamstrings to quads, hip flexors, glutes, back and shoulders, biceps, forearms. Is that it? I always miss one. There's always one that I miss. But yeah, triceps, there you go. I think that's it. So round about 30 seconds per stretch. As I say goodbye, basically I just back time it. And yeah, and so sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 7. And you can tell when it's 7 that I've had a bit of a ranty moment. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. There's various sessions that I do that it's so important that you go at it, okay? That if you just kind of trickled that first baseline on this one, it's not really going to have done you the benefit that you'll have been looking for. What you should have been is that should have felt like you're putting everything into it on every interval, either to be able to get the meters out before the next interval started, or so you could get finished within 30 seconds to give yourself 15 seconds rest. So it's kind of that balance of what do you want? Do you want to work hard enough that you get the full rest, or do you want to, or you're kind of tired enough that you had to back off a little bit? And the great thing is, you can come back to this one time and time again, knowing what's ahead of you. And so you can think, you're maybe kind of thinking now, going to go, you know what, actually I probably didn't go hard enough on that baseline test. So you can come back to this one another time, and now knowing what it's going to involve and how you feel, you can go, right, this time I'm going to attack the machine. I'm going to go for this one as hard as I can. And it will really change the dynamic of that row. If you're right on your limit in terms of the power that's coming out from you through all those intervals, then the difference between that and just tickling the machine is huge. So I really do hope that you were going for it anyway. Like I say, this is the equivalent of doing breaststroke, 24 strokes a minute. It's kind of the middle of the world. So I'm going to come back and we'll maybe do one at slower rate, and that can be the backstroke. Maybe do that again at 20 strokes a minute, and that'll be the backstroke. But then we're going to go slightly faster, so we might go up to 26 or 28, which is going to be the front crawl, freestyle. And then we're going to go for the real tough one, the one that will drown you, which is fly, which I'm like a flailing idiot. So Julie, who used to swim competitively at a really good level, you should see her swimming. Oh, it's incredible. There's like a bow wave behind her. She's so fast. And watching her do fly is just incredible, because you're like, how do you do that without just sinking to the bottom of the pool? It's stunning. She comes from that as a background. I come from like squash and cycling and this. So together we actually, we make a good, hopefully what we've done is we've made two kids that are going to be Olympic athletes. Let's hope. But yeah, it's nice because it means that we both support each other when it comes to things like this. When she wants to go and do training, I'm like, yeah, because I know that we need to. And then she's the same with me when I come out here, and I'm with you for an hour or so. So thank you very much for being part of, but yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't need to labour the benefits of being in a relationship with someone. Being on your own is amazing too, must be said, because then you can just do whatever you want. You don't have to justify it to somebody. You don't have to say, oh, I'm feeling a bit sluggish and grumpy, can I go out and do a workout? You're just going to go, I'm feeling sluggish and grumpy, I'm going to do a workout. So, which is a good thing. Both Julie and I are like that. We can tell if the other one's starting to get a bit twitchy and a bit kind of quite easily annoyed, the other one will say, go for a run, or go for a row, or go for, because we know. So yeah, anyway, right, that's kind of went into kind of like relationship with things there. It's a bit random. If talking random stuff, I'm having a lovely katsu chicken curry tonight for my dinner. It's a Saturday night, so Saturday night sometimes it's a nice healthy meal, sometimes it's another cheap meal. And I think after a session like that, I'm going to go for a nice little cheap meal. And actually, it's only really the katsu curry sauce that's the bad part. The rice is okay, the chicken's okay. It's just the katsu curry sauce is probably not okay. But hey, at least, listen, I'm not going to apologise to you for eating katsu chicken. Anyway, right. I'm going to stop now because I'm just wittering. So I do hope you enjoyed this one. I'll do some other sports before I come back to this one. Don't worry. I was talking about doing row light golf is one of the next ones. So I might do that one because that's then going to be more of an easier one. It'll be one that you can do if you're doing a kind of you want to do a foundation fitness workout rather than the squash and swimming ones where up there with a full-on brr. This is an intense one. So row like golf will be like a much easier one. Okay, so you'll have to stay tuned for that one. So thank you so much. Please let me know whether you enjoyed this, how you got on with it. Did you manage to do it within the 45 seconds? Were you holding that 30-second point? So really, I was 30-31 that whole way. So because I was more eager about getting the rest than I was about backing off. So let me know how you got on with it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want more. Suggest a sport, and I'll try and do as many of these as I can. Okay, so please look after yourselves, and I will see you in a future video. Okay, stay safe, be well. Bye-bye.